Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, okay, you might be a bad cruiser. Do you want to know how you can tell you might be a bad cruiser? Well, if you do one or all of these things, you could very well be a bad cruiser. Number one, I'm going to put this at the top of my list. Talk down or yell to crew members. If you yell at crew members or talk down to them. I've been at places where people will talk to somebody as if they're like scolding a 1-year-old child. Those kind of people that, look, is it really that difficult for you to take this and put it over here? Is it really that hard for you to do it every single night when I'm here on my cabin? You should, I don't know why it's so difficult for you. Those kind of people, the kind of people you just want to slap in the face over and over again, those kind of people. If you're that person who talks condescending or yells at a crew member, yeah, you could very well be a bad cruiser. In fact, I'm going to say you're a bad cruiser. Number two, how about, hey, if there's a show at 7 o'clock, be there for 7 o'clock. Don't be there at 7:20 and walk down the aisle, through the middle, cross through other people to find a seat. If you're going to show up late, at least have the respect to go down the sides along the walls. Don't walk straight down the middle, stand in the middle like this, looking surprised that there's no seats. How is there no seats 20 minutes into the show? I don't understand. Arrive on time or go to the later show. It's not a difficult thing. I don't know how many people the last few cruises I've been on, the show has started, they're into their third number, and here there's still like lines of people coming down the middle of the aisle, disturbing everybody watching the show, and it must be disturbing for the cast members. Totally disrespectful. Just show up on time. You don't want to be that bad cruiser. Speaking of that, when you're in the shows, how about not talking? It's okay to say, oh, that was really good, and then watch the rest of the show. You don't have to carry on full, long conversations about dinner, about, hey, your shore excursion you did. Hey, what are we going to do after this? I don't know. Why don't we go and head over to the lounge, and we're going to get some drinks, and then, hey, oh yeah, I'm going to go back and I'm going to shower, and then I'm going to put on that dress. That dress looks wonderful, and he's going to wear the suit. We got him this really nice. All during the show. Don't talk during the show. You're disrespecting the people around you. You're disrespecting the people up on stage. You're just being disrespectful. And if you're disrespectful, you're a bad cruiser. Number four, every time I mention this, people have bets. How far on my list do I put this? Well, I'm putting it right now, folks. Don't touch my food. That's right. Don't touch food in the buffet. Oh my God, it drives me absolutely insane. Insane to see people reaching in, grabbing food, not only sometimes grabbing it, but they're still over the food, crumbs dropping on all the other plates and everything. Absolutely disgusting. Don't touch people's food. Take your food, put it on your plate, and leave. Don't touch food to see if it's fresh, and then leave it there. We don't want your disgusting fingers on our plates. Please and thank you. If you're doing it, you're definitely a bad cruiser. Number five, I've discovered recently, is even worse than it's ever been before. And that is those elevator rushers and the elevator blockers. I mentioned it the other day. I literally had this woman, the elevator is full. Every single person in the elevator is trying to get off the elevator, and this one woman is right in front of the elevator, and she's trying to make her way in through everybody to get in while they're trying to get off. Where is she going? The elevator's not leaving anywhere. There were only 4 of us standing there waiting for the elevator. It's not like she wasn't going to fit. The elevator held 30 people. 30 people. And that's how many were trying to get off the elevator. Don't be an elevator rusher and don't be an elevator blocker, just standing in the middle of the doors like this and not let people on and off. Step to the side, because if you're not, what are you? That's right, you're a bad cruiser. Number 6, yeah, the line cutter. I'm going to say, as somebody who now, when you go on certain cruise lines, you have to do a standby line for certain entertainment, or you get in line because you booked the time to go. Well, there's nothing better, absolutely nothing better than standing in line, waiting there for 40 minutes to get in, and somebody walks up with 20 people because one guy was standing in line holding their place. That's right, he was holding the place for 20 other people. And when other people said, hey, what's going on? He was surprised that people were upset because it was a standby line and people near the end would not get in because there's only limited space in the place. So yeah, people were mad, people were upset, and that was, quite frankly, the first time I ever saw almost come to blows. Almost absolutely come to blows. And why? Because that person was a bad cruiser. Number 7, something that should just be easy. Don't smoke or vape in non-smoke or vape areas on a cruise ship. First of all, it's dangerous. I don't know, like some people who are vapors think that they can just do whatever they want. It doesn't bother anybody else. I got news for you. Some of those vapes stink. I don't want you blowing them up in my face walking around the deck. I don't. I don't want smokers. I don't want people, marijuana. I don't want that stuff on me. I don't do it. Why should I have to put up with it? There's areas for you to do that on the ship. Go there and do it. And for gosh sakes, don't smoke, vape, or anything like that on your balconies of your stateroom. It is unsafe. It has caused fires before, and people were injured. So please don't do that, because if you are, you're definitely a bad cruiser. Number 8, don't enter areas that say do not enter or crew only. Is that something that needs to be said? But apparently it does, because more and more reports are coming in where people have gone into crew's quarters and onto crew decks, just wandering around. It says crew only. Boom, in they go. Oh, I haven't been here before. Huh. Oh, is that the engine? Yeah, people are just wandering into areas, or they'll rope off an area because it's something happened there. There's a spill, there's oil or something like that, and they're getting ready to clean it up. They rope it off so no one trips. Well, I'll just crawl underneath that. That's not for me. That's for everybody else. No, it's for you. So yeah, if you're doing those kind of things, you're definitely a bad cruiser. And I talked about the guy in line holding 20, line butters. One person holding 20 people. How about the person in the shows holding 20 seats? They got the whole row blocked off. Well, my family's gonna come. They're having dinner. Yeah, I had dinner too. I want to sit there. You cannot block the entire second row in the middle of the theater because your family's over having dinner. No, it's one thing to hold one seat, maybe two. Your mother, your wife, your husband, whatever. Don't hold it for entire groups. That's what group departments are for. That's why you book group cruises. Don't hold 20 seats. And I've seen it. I've seen people try and hold 20 seats. And let me just say this, it usually doesn't go well. And if you are, you're a bad cruiser. And number 10, yeah, speaking of talking down or yelling at a staff, I have to put an exclamation mark on this one. Never, ever lay your hands on a crew member. Ever. Since the pandemic has started to end and there were restrictions on board, more and more people have argued, more and more people have pushed and screamed and swung at crew members. who were just doing their job. Just doing their job. That's as simple as that. And yeah, if you're one of those people who actually take a swing at a crew member or touch a crew member, not only should you be banned from the cruise ships for life, you should also be charged. It's as simple as that. I don't hold anything. You know, if a crew member comes after you and swings at you, yeah, you can defend yourself. But I guarantee you, name me a time that that's happened. Name me a time that a bartender has took a swing at the guy sitting there who is inebriated and the guy's being cut off. Who's swinging at who? You know who's swinging. The guy who wants that beer. I want my 50th beer. I'm going to swing at this guy because he won't give it to me. Yeah, those people I have no respect for. I have no respect for touching crew members or harassing them in any way. And they should be, yeah, banned, kicked off, charged. In that order. Well, that's it. That's my 10 things that if you're doing any of those things, you could be a bad cruiser. And if you're doing multiple of those things, you're definitely a bad cruiser. Definitely. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button and hey, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And hey, maybe check out another video right here.